I think after all of this, the the, the progression that Ruri made to get her water magic to finally defeat her first slime, which by the way, again, the weakest monster, and she still couldn't get the job done. It is crazy to me the comedic stylings of Ruri, because Ruri is such a precious gem. I really like a lot. The fact that she had these in like these crazy expressions, how like she's very expressive, like how he really was gonna try to fight this big turtle, this big massive turtle, when she can't even defeat something that's such as a slime. I think that is absolutely crazy to me. Where she actually gets to the point where she like throws sand. It is absolutely crazy to me how she still tries to get confidence about herself. She still tries to help Hajime and Anya. It is so crazy to me how like he really thought like this again. That small dagger would hurt something like this guy. When this guy is not only a spirit, and he obviously had the size advantage. He could literally just use his flippers, and that would be enough. It is absolutely crazy to me how when we see Ruri, he actually gets scared of monsters like these. And these monsters are not even that big of a deal. I imagine Hajime would easily be able to one shot them. And it's just so crazy to see how she just easily runs away just like that. Like, like he is not really prepared for an actual dungeon, but I can appreciate that because she's still a child, even though she's a succubus, but she's still mentally and physically a child. It is so crazy to me how she's not good with a sword, and towards the end of the episode, she's not good with magic. Now, I think that will change. Uh, I think that will change later on, but the fact that you were struggling that much is absolutely insane to me. Because I know a Hajime would just uh, was just frustrated doing all of this effort, paying this money to her for her to learn this magic, and for all of that to actually end up resulting in nothing. Like it is actually crazy to me the what Hajime have to deal with, but at the same time, he actually doesn't mind because again, Ruri like Ruri is such an awesome character. I really like Ruri, and then when Hajime he has to get a second character with Anya, the fact that Anya not only get trapped, they both get trapped by the same monster. It's like basically you had to babysit both of them at the same time now. It is absolutely crazy to me how we got a Ruri number 2, and not only that, it's just kind of cute to saying how like Hajime, he even said that he doesn't really understand the importance of friendship, but someone like Ruri, this is that's actually her first friend. She actually really liked the aspect of friendship, and not only that, but speaking of friendship, she decided to give a tip that like you cannot be stealing my friend like that. Like that is crazy to me. How like she just had this deadpan stare, like saying that you cannot. Like that's just not allowed. That's just not allowed. And it immediately scares her off. And Hajime like actually just confused where who was doing all of this. He's actually just confused on who's giving her the creep. Where Ruri does not want her to steal Hajime, and I really like Hajime. I really like this anime a lot. It reminds me of I can't remember what it's called, Level One Hero and level one room, level one hero of one room. It reminds me of that aspect, but actual kids instead. I really like how the anime doesn't really take itself too much seriously. I actually like the aspect how it just it's more like a slice of life at this point. It really is, and I really like how like this anime is just so good with how they do Ruri. I really like because Ruri, obviously, she's the main character, not Hajime. She's the main character here, and Ruri. I think Ruri's progression is very interesting. 'Cause I don't really know how else she's gonna be able to progress. I think she will probably still stay the same throughout this entire season. I would be very surprised if she actually does manage to do any actual damages to monsters besides the casual like what we saw here, just sprinkling thing, this little dash of water. And again, her emotional expression is crazy to me. I really like Ruri. I really like how Ruri like he actually realizes that like there are other people like her. It's just so wholesome to me because I really like Anya and Ruri together. They're like a great power duo. It's just very it's just very wholesome to see. I really like the anime like these, and you see even on Reddit, like a lot of people really like the anime. I can't even I can't even I can get the justification why because again like this anime is like 4.6 like this anime does a lot in terms of the direction they do with Ruri and Anya. I feel like this episode accomplishes a lot. The fact that we're only episode 3 and we are already starting to get well I'm at the very least I'm already starting to get emotional attachment to Ruri and Anya. I'm already starting to like I really think that it handled the execution very well. I think the execution for these characters are great, and for again the fact that you are still struggling with the slime, and the fact that you were so gung ho about fighting a turtle is absolutely insane to me. Like I really like how he like straight up said, "Okay, yeah, my journey, I'm done. I'm not. I'm just gonna give up." He like even she realized that there's no way she could to be deterred. But the fact that she was gonna die trying just for the sake of helping Hajime, I feel like that's actually admirable for despite her being a little child. Again, she's doing all of this even though Hajime basically like a father figure. Even though Hajime has only been with her maybe a couple weeks or a month or two, the fact that she already has such a strong attachment to Hajime, I feel like it's so wholesome that she would do anything to be to be of use to her. Cause still back to the first episode, where even in the first episode, she still wanted to be. She still has that fear of being useless. And it's just really kind of sad to see how like a character like her, she's really happy with Hajime. She's content with Hajime, but she still has that fear of being useless and forgotten. And to the point, not only that, but to the point that she even had a dream where she ripped like her heart's desire to actually be useful. Like this was cool. Like the fact that she actually, like the fact that she even dreamt, she this is not even something she could do in real life. But the fact she dreamt she could be a cyclops is actually crazy to me. But you get the idea. The fact that she's like even in her subconscious mind, the fact that she's willing to help Hajime like this and help Anya like this, and the fact that she desires that so heavily is very sweet to see. I really hope she actually does get what she's looking for and actually like have more emotional moments with Hajime beyond this. I'm so very curious to see how this turns out. I think the episode was an absolute banger as far as the slice of element goes. I think the element was handled perfectly well, in my opinion. But let me know what you think of this episode as a whole. Do you have any qualms or pros about this episode? Let me know what you think in the comment section below.